Hello and welcome to Channel Duello. In this deck guide, our guest faction is Monsters, and the leader ability is Arachas Swarm. According to experts and metashots, Arachas Swarm is the best leader ability for Monsters right now, and I guess they're right, because this deck can put a lot of points in so quickly, and the opponent cannot catch up with you. And against certain matchups, you can easily win uneven and then bleed your opponent, and maybe win the game by 2-0ing the opponent. But there are also some matchups that are really bad for you. So if this deck becomes too powerful, people will tech against you, like putting Lambert Swordsman, and then traps are not really good for you. Other than that, Lacerate isn't good for you because they will wipe your board. So putting a lot of tokens on the board is important, and keeping them alive is even more important. So before you play your, let's say, payoff cards, they have to kill your units. So before doing that, you gotta be quick and play your payoff cards before they wipe out your board. So that's the main objective here. And let's talk about the cards then. Our leader ability is Arachas Swarm. Order spawn a drone on an allied row, charge 5. Drones are these 1-powered spider tokens, insectoids actually. And as you see, it's not impressive, you know. It looks like a 5-point leader, but it isn't, because there will be a lot of cards to boost them up. Other than that, can we produce more tokens? Yes, we can. What are these token producers? First, we have Arachas Nest. It spawns 4 drones in an allied row. Again, not so impressive. Other than that, we have Endraga Eggs, that which spawn 3 drones in this row. If you consume them, they will produce 3 drones. And we have 2 consumers in Endraga Warriors. Their only purpose is to swallow these guys. So if you consume Endraga Eggs, it's going to produce more drones for you. And also don't forget that the leader is not just 5 power, 5 points. The second part is also important. Whenever you play an organic card, spawn drone on a random allied row. So you need to put a lot of organic spells. And each time you play one of them, a drone will be spawned as a bonus. So it's definitely more than 5 points. And if you paid attention, Arachas Nest is an organic spell. So whenever you do this, it's not going to just put 4 drones, it's going to put 5 drones. The other drone will be on a random row though. It's not guaranteed that it will be on the same row. Okay, so what about the other token producers here? Well, we have Arachas Behemoth. When Arachas Behemoth is deployed, it spawns 2 other drones and boosts all other insectoids in this row by 1. So there has to be several insectoids. You need to count them so that you don't overfill the row. So there has to be like 5. You put Arachas Behemoth and 2 tokens, so and you can fill the row. And are there any other spells like that? We have Spontaneous Evolution. Well, this is a flexible spell, but I guess only the insectoid selection is really good. When you boost an ally, it boosts an allied unit by 4, so you need to boost an insectoid, and most of your units are insectoids in this deck, obviously. When you do that, it's going to spawn 3 more drones on the boosted units row, so it's going to keep filling the row. And also pay attention about the space there. You should not overfill the rows, and there will come a time that you won't have space, but you will have cards in your hand. So you gotta pay attention to that. Other than that, let's talk about the payoff cards here. As you see, there are many ways to fill out your rows before getting a full row. Your payoff cards are, we have Yennefer of Vangarberg. This is the most powerful maybe card in this deck. when you play the Yennefer on range row, it's going to boost all other units by 2. So you need to have lots of units on the board. And by the way, she is going to boost opponent's units as well. It says all other units. So, but I mean, when you play this, you will usually have more units than the opponent. I mean, it's going to be like 3 to 10 or something like that. And when you play that, you're going to be the advantageous player. Other than that, we have Bone Talisman, 2 of them. Boost all allied units by 1. So if you have like 12, 13, 14 units, Bone Talisman will give you a lot of points. Other than that, we have Chimera. You should be careful about playing Chimera. It has to be on Adrenaline 4. So don't play Chimera earlier. So you need to have 4 cards in your hand when you play Chimera. Boost all copies of consumed unit in that unit's row bound. So it's a consumer, first of all. But you don't want to just consume it. You want to boost all copies of consumed units. So that unit will be drones. And it is really preferable that the drone isn't too big. And there has to be copies of it on the same row. So this is another sort of payoff card. And we also have Triss Telekinesis. Deploy ranged, create and play a bronze special card from either player's starting deck. So bronze special cards are the selections and they're random. So it's gonna give you 3 choices and you're gonna pick the best of them. We have some organic spells here and they are bronze. What are they? First, Spontaneous Evolution. Second, Arachas Nest. And third, we have Bone Talisman. This is a 7 provision bronze special cards. Most of the time you're looking for Bone Talisman, but the other 2 options are not bad. So before playing Triss, you're not guaranteed to draw your Bone Talisman, especially if the opponent is also playing a lot of bronze special cards. So the pool gets diluted and you could get something else. So maybe you need several spaces on melee row or something like that. So pay attention to that. And just because of that, I'm not running natural selection here. Because I mean, there are versions of this, playing natural selection. But when you play that, you already have 4 bronze spells in your deck. And if the opponent is also playing like 2 bronze spells, it's going to be 6 spells. And then you're going to cry like, why am I not able to draw a Bone Talisman? Well, the odds are not that high. That's why you're not being able to draw the spell that you're looking for. That's why you shouldn't have a lot of bronze spells in your deck. Well, I mean, natural selection is pretty good. It's an organic spell, but it is kind of risky to run that as well. And there is also a tech card, Geralt Earden. Earden is pretty good here. And why is that? Because even if the opponent is playing like a Skellige deck, I mean, they're not going to boost their units most of the time. So Earden looks like kinda, useless. However, Yennefer boosts opponent's units as well. So you boost them, and then you take these boosts back with your Geralt Earden spell. So that's why Earden goes really well in this deck in combination with Yennefer. So these lovers meet each other in this deck. Okay, so what about other cards? Well, we have Crimson Curse. This is an organic spell. It spawns Blood Moon on an enemy row. Well, normally, this spell is suited for Vampires deck. Well, this is an organic deck, so it fits the theme. And when you do that, it's going to spawn 2 more units. So it is also helping the Swarm archetype. And Blood Moon effect isn't that bad. For 5 turns, it's going to bleed the units on the opposite row. And let's take a look at the details here. Give a random unit in this row, bleeding 2. And if the unit is already bleeding, you use Blood Moon, one of the units started bleeding. The next turn, it's going to be random. If the unit is already bleeding, it's going to hit it by 2. So you could get a lot of value here, but it's not like lacerate. You're not getting immediate value. So the round needs to be at least 5 or 6 turns long. And are there any cards that I didn't talk about? Obviously, we have Karate Heatwave, because as you see, we have many neutral cards here. We're not running Devotion, and Heatwave is really a great card, especially you know, you can destroy Masquerade Ball or any other you know, annoying scenarios, and also toll units. And because we have no other toll unit removal, well, we have Yrden for taking care of boosted units. We have a single Parasite, just in case, you know, this is an organic too, and you can actually tutor it with Wisp's Tribute, because Tribute looks for organic cards from your deck. So as you see, we have plenty of options. I mean, Crimson Curse is the best one, obviously, and unfortunately, Talisman is not an organic card, so you can tutor for Parasite and Arachas Nest, and also Spontaneous Evolution. But actually, this card was the trigger, you know, to put these Swarm Nests again in the meta. So this really helped them out. And also, I mean, Yennefer got a buff, one provision buff, and so many other little buffs really helped out this deck. And we have, I mean, another buff to Dorage, neutral luck card. Well, you kind of need a single luck in this deck, so Dorage, you know, fills that position. I think he's really useful in this deck because you have no other option like that, and we have Onoromancy in this deck, so if you draw it in the first round or second round, you know, you can look for whatever you need from your deck. And as you see, there are some really crucial cards that you wanted in your hand. And even to improve consistency further, we have Maxi Van Dekker. I mean, this used to be a crap card, but this one provision buff really helped her out. And as you see, there are some important cards. Onoromancy is nice, but you kind of need Maxi as well. So Maxi will, let's say, I mean, you're looking at your deck and you see Yennefer, let's say, at the end of your deck, and you're not going to be able to draw her, and then maybe shuffling the deck could be a better option. And other than that, you're getting information from what you're going to draw. So Maxi is pretty good, but she could be replaced with something else. I wouldn't say it's a must. There's also Wild Hunt Bruiser, again another optional card in my opinion. It moves the units. Since you're playing Yrden, maybe you know, you want to move one of the boosted units to another row, and that's gonna you know, increase the value of Yrden even more. And I guess that's it. I talked about, no, that's not it. Let's not forget about Squirrel. Squirrel is just for, you know, banishing echo cards. That's what it does. Especially if you're playing on red coin, it's better to keep it. If you're playing against, you know, Skellige, Blood Eagle, or Amphibious Assault, or Coup de Grace, Squirrel could be really valuable here. Okay. So I hope this information will help you out, and in addition to that, I'm gonna include 3 videos from the games that I played earlier. One of them is a loss, unfortunately, but it's you know, still gonna give you some lesson learned type of thing, because I made several mistakes in that game, and I hope you like them. Okay, see you at the end of the video. What to do here? Okay, so I'm hopeful. Maybe this guy is playing a clean deck. Hopefully. I can lock that, but that's kind of too much, I guess. I'm just gonna start with this. I would be really surprised, I mean, if the opponent does not play anything trap related, because they somehow find a way to involve those nasty cards. So far, it looks like the previous version. The Sentry, and then Cat Witcher, probably. Cat Witcher, okay, so Matron and Cat Witcher, okay, that's nice. That's, even if I lose to this, I won't be upset. Let's consume this. I expect a cat witcher here. None. Yeah, there it is. Okay, nice to see these faces. That's a lucky ping there. Unfortunately, I don't have access to Yurden here. I can maybe move this guy. Or I'll just, try to boost points. Melina. Interesting. And an Neuromancer would have been really, really nice. I'm on red coin, so that's really not that big of a deal. Melina is really annoying. I can luck while luck is for Gezros actually. I'm sorry, you're right, man. Let's just lock this. That's enough. Oh, we got bored too. Oh, the movement package. Right, what can I say? I can still compete with this guy. Also, these are really cheap spells. And that boar is only... I mean, it's gonna hit 2, but it's gonna destroy only 1 token. Neuromancy into what? Why? Is Runestone really that important? He found Cat Witcher from Runestone, are you kidding me? Seriously? I mean, seriously? He Neuromanced into Runestone and found Cat Witcher. So so he knows the future or something like that. The next best thing would be, give him a gold card like Gezras, even though it gives, bronze. Where were you, Yurden? Okay, this hand is pretty good. Let's see if he will try to bleed me. I think he could, if he has Feign Death. He has Feign Death, obviously, because, he used Oneiromancy. As you see, I have pretty much nothing left in the deck. What the hell is this? I mean, seriously? Necromancy. Well, I'm low on monsters MMR. Actually, this is my second game, so it's totally normal to, I guess, face these weird decks. But I mean, I wanted to shoot a video for monsters, so what can you do? Well, let's just move this guy to front row. Riga Castle, man. Okay, man. So Crimson Curse into which lane? Maybe I should Neuromancy into Wisp Tribute. Into Nest maybe? But Nest could be useful. Okay. I should just play Crimson Curse here. You will prefer to play the units on the range row, so that's why I did it there. Another Cat Witcher. Are you kidding me? Maybe I should have played Behemoth. That's actually better. Cat Witcher Mentor with only 2 units. Why? To avoid. Okay, so I should play one of these cards. Yennefer or Triss. I'm gonna leave 1 token here. Obviously this is too much. Harmless Nature's Rebuke. I'm gonna use Talisman here. And try not to use these cards. Forest Protector. This is a perfect time for Yrden. It's not gonna find much value in the final round, and I don't think he's gonna play Gaz Resurrect now. He didn't use the leader, so that is kinda concerning. I have Heatwave for Feign Death. But is that gonna be enough? Okay, this is nice actually. I'll probably play Behemoth or Spontaneous Evolution. Or maybe Parasite could be, you know, against Cancerous. And maybe I should get rid of Chimera. Yes, this is better. Spontaneous evolution. Don't put this on range roll, please. Here comes 3 elves. Wonder what's gonna happen here. Cancerous, okay. I'm gonna parasite that. Nice of you to appear here. Now it's Behemoth. And then Triss. Figgis will be heat-waved at the end of the day. Maybe I should do it right now. Should I? Nah. Three, 6, 7, 8. So 9 is Triss. Nasil. Not gonna do much range roll. Okay, that makes much more sense, obviously. Okay, so which one gives me more points? Spontaneous evolution, I guess. Should be enough. I don't know. Or he needs 10. Well, that's not 10, obviously. Well, he couldn't draw Feign Death. I mean, he had Oneiromancy, but is he playing without Feign Death? That really isn't possible. I don't know. Well, I thought I was losing this game, but fortunately, I was lucky in the end. And thanks to my opponent for playing clean version of that. V. Okay. So is he playing Forktail? That's the question. I have Virgin and I need to find it. Because he will find it for me. Okay, I don't need Squirrel here. Crimson Curse and I gotta fill out my Malero as soon as possible so that my Yrden can be saved. What do I need here? The Wild Hunt Bruiser is useless. 2 Chimeras. Here comes Larva. Eggs. Necker. So how many drones will it spawn? 3. We have 5. Okay, here comes Fuka. Maybe I should use this 2 drones. So 5, 8. I need 1 more, right? Okay. Okay, so the front row is filled. My opponent can't extract my Earden, at least this round. Why are people playing this deck with Fukas? Is it listed on TLG's website? This card isn't good. Why are you guys playing this? Well, there's something that I don't know, probably. Okay, so what to do here? I kinda need a token here. So this one doesn't have Whale, right? These guys. So maybe I should go for Crimson Curse. And then we'll have more spawning here. I am trying to win uneven, obviously, against V. Drone is phenomenal here. And I mean, there was no room on melee row anyway, so let's just do this. E7 Blizzards. I could do that, and yeah, let's leave one more space for another creature. Actually, two more spaces. Yeah. Here comes V, getting to consume. Let's use one more token and then Chimera. You should have used Veil on one of these actually. Must be scared of getting locked. Bar guest. If I use Maxi, I'm not gonna get ahead of my opponent. I can Neuromancy for another that spell, so Arachas will bring nothing on the board for me. My Earden is safe. Bone Talisman will give me 16 points. That's insane. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. This should be enough to win uneven. Yep. Perfect. Well, this is a great hand. The question is, should I use Maxi here? They usually start slow. Maybe I can, you know, get the Haunt out. Well, this is pretty good. I can Oneiromancy for Triss here. Yeah, no need to touch it. Okay, he decided to get ahead of me. Sure, that's fine. Use one of the leader abilities also. That is somewhat important. Okay, so I will draw into Wispus, I'm sorry. So Wispus can, you know, get me some good organic spells. That's good. I mean, even though I lost my double say advantage, I think it was worth it. At this point, I think the best organic spell here is Nest. And then go for Yennefer. Unless he plays one of the consume units. He didn't. Let's play Yennefer. Here comes Hound. The Heatwave Hound. Obviously I have Heatwave will, you know, bring a lot of points here. Naglfar into double cross into V. V is 16, so it should be 19 the next time it's summoned here. Why is he thinking about it so much? Okay, Earden, maybe. It really won't matter, man. Just, you know, try to divide the points here. Oh, he didn't. That's a mistake. Well, he has another one, so I'm not gonna say anything. Well, it really doesn't matter though. Yeah. Am I going to lose here? I don't have enough points. So he's calculating Earden obviously, so I gotta do that as well. So right now it says 4, 4, 8 and 16, 24. 24 here. I'm gonna do it on the oh, nice. Well done. I shouldn't have used Heatwave then, because that was a mistake. So 6, 11, 16, and 17, and this has obviously more value. Only 2 points. Wow, nice. Lesson learned. I shouldn't have heat waved it. Why am I GGing a Viy opponent, by the way?
If you believe in any gods, pray to them now.
I really don't like playing against this double cross deck. It's probably a photocopy of everyone's playing. I could squirrel coup de grace if necessary. A lot of bronze spells. It's such a shame that I'm playing on blue coin. Let's start with Arachas Nest. Think back. I shouldn't commit too much. My opponent will probably try to escape this round. Oh, here comes Emissary. Okay. So if I play Arachas Behemoth 3, 6, 9, that's gonna fill the row. I should do that, definitely. This is probably a pass signal. And unfortunately, these cards are kinda good. And I can just pass here. I can't play Crimson Curse, doesn't make sense. I can play Parasite maybe onto one of my units. That could be an option. Nilfgaard doesn't have a huge threat like that I need to kill with Parasite. Okay, so I had to use Parasite. Get out of the round. Another Arachas Nest would be really nice here, so that I can try to bleed my opponent. Not bad either. Not bad. Do I need 2 Bone Talisman? Squirrel is nice, but is it kinda risky to run it? Let's use 1 Bone Talisman. Okay, this is pretty good. Fortunately, I don't have Nest. I'm kinda banking on drag eggs not getting locked. I think I gotta get rid of Squirrel. Okay, this is better. I mean, keeping Squirrel in hand a bit too greedy. This deck is not using Lux. At least the most popular version isn't. The one that I'm trying out has Lux in it. With one more Lamb Hunter, since he's thinking about it, he doesn't have luck probably. Okay. Yep, he has 10 cards. Did he really think that hard? I mean... Come on, man. There we go. So that is a mild commitment. Sergeant. Not the greatest find, I guess. Let's consume this guy. And then put pressure on my opponent with playing Behemoth. Mana into Experimental Remedy, so a spy is coming up. Okay, as expected. And I don't need to use my leader here, because Behemoth is gonna fill out this row. Another spy on the way. Having Yennefer in hand is really not that great, by the way. Let's use Crimson Curse on range row. Joachim. Okay, normally, I mean, yeah, using leader makes sense here, but not at this time. Because I want to play Triss Telekinesis as well. So I need space. Let's play this. It's gonna get coup de grace, most probably. But it's better than, you know, getting caught in my hand with his leader. I still haven't used these tokens. Interesting. Now I'm actually okay, coup de grace as expected. Okay, he's not using it on Yen. That is really interesting. Why? Now I'm gonna yield in here. He found my Honoramancy. Or poison. But let's calculate here. Okay, so 12 here. 12 here. 24. 5. 9. 14. And 12 here. 15. This one has bleeding on it, so I'm not really sure. Yeah. That is a lot of points, by the way. Playing coup de grace on walking black is a bit suspect move. Here comes Masquerade Ball. I'm gonna heat wave that. Because there's a good chance that I can win this game. He can't play Usurper, no space. That's a space, obviously. And let's fill that space. And then play Talisman. Okay, so Viper Witcher will not put a lot of points on the board. 12 points is possible. I mean, you know, he has 2 here. Although there's bleeding 1, so 1 point from there. Gonna make him 69. 11, so he needs 12. Okay, he doesn't have enough points. Well, this was a really well drawn deck, so I guess I was lucky, but you know, pushing here was obviously the right move, and despite playing on blue coin. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching channel Duello, and I hope you liked this video and enjoying my content. If you do so, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, it would be really great if you could. Okay, and see you in another Duello video. Bye bye.